y'all?
How you doing, honey, baby?
Alright. Let me stop acting silly. Shout out to y'all. Happy Friday. I hope y'all have a great weekend. And I hope that y'all stay out of trouble. And I hope that you guys are being leaders and not followers. Let me leave y'all with this quick message before I jump on the topic of discussion, and I'm going to let y'all carry on with y'all weekend. But if you're tuning in, thank you for taking a little time out your day to watch my video. I hope you watch it fully, not just a snippet of it. But my advice is to take care of your health. And when I say take care of your health, I'm talking about like the simple things, like washing your hands, disinfecting, making sure you're not touching every single surface that you come across. You know, you can actually open a door. When you open a door from any business or place you enter that you don't reside at, you could just use your fist. You ain't gotta always put your bare hand on stuff. You can use your fist and push the door open like that. That's just a simple way you can do things to avoid having to put your fingers in your hands. Because I see people touching stuff all the time. When you at a gas pump, you pumping gas, you don't have to touch the pump with your hand. Put some gloves on. If you ain't got no gloves, you use a t-shirt, something, a napkin. You don't have to touch it because there's thousands of people every day using that same pump that you're using. And you don't know what these people have in their hands. You don't know what you could be touching. So you just gotta be mindful of that. Don't be washing don't be coughing in your hand and stuff. You be coughing, and then you ain't even washing your hands. You ain't even sanitizing. You just carry on, or some of y'all just cough with your mouth wide open around other people and don't even necessarily care whether or not, someone's around or anything. So just take care of your health, man. Health is wealth. Health is the real wealth. So make sure that you're not actually out here living careless and not giving a damn about how you affect other people. If you care about yourself and your health, be a little more mindful of what you do and how you do it. Anyway, rest in peace to the young man, Gillie's son, Gillie the kid. We heard that unfortunately he passed, and I guess it's really true. So unfortunately, I know Gillie is, he's probably tore up right now. Angry, mad, frustrated, hurt, shocked, appalled, everything. So we have to definitely respect his time to grieve and everything. I just hope that this ain't no industry stuff going on. I really, really hope that, with all of the attention that their platform has gotten, $1 million worth of game is probably one of the biggest platforms, like podcasts, in the country. Especially coming from a guy who was incarcerated in prison, and he gets out and he makes something of himself. A man, that's what you're supposed to do. A man that does some serious time and had to sit down for a while. Wallow is a perfect example of what you should do if you're trying to rehabilitate yourself and reestablish yourself into society. So salute to Wallow. Gillie is a little, he's a little on the goofy side for me. I feel like I never really trusted, his you know, his personality and the way he is, the way he behaves with certain people. You know, he just gives off a funny vibe to me. Okay. Remember, everything I say in this video is allegedly, y'all. Everything, this is all my opinions for entertainment and educational purposes only. My opinion. Allegedly. But Gillie, you know, both of them actually, they signed big contracts, multi-million-dollar contract. We did see Gillie filming. He had a short video of Wallow's new Lambo, which is like, you know, showing the symbol of his success. And you know, when you make it big and you making good money, by all means, spoil yourself. You know, it's like buying a new toy. But I've always felt deep down that something was going to happen between or in their arena, you know, in their camp, because they gained so much success, and I know just the way the industry works. You know, something is going to happen. Something's going to be taken from you. You got to sacrifice something, give up some, or humiliate yourself in some way in order to elevate in the industry. So I'm not surprised something happened like this, but I just hate that it had to be his child, his own flesh and blood, his son. I would have much rather, if this was some industry stuff, allegedly, and if this wasn't really some street stuff, and his son really didn't have some street beef with some cats out there, then hopefully, I mean, if this was some industry stuff, you know, I just hate that it had to be his son. You know, I would much rather Gillie had embarrassed himself, like, you know, wore a dress, you know, with his bald head or something, just maybe on the court playing a celebrity game or something, and he's playing the game in a dress the whole time. I would have much rather seen that than to have to hear that his son was gunned down. But I just hope it's not something that's industry, because there's been too many celebrities as of late that's been they'll lose a loved one, and it's like, damn, was this really a lineup? Because, you know, y'all, it seems like these people don't even be phased, really. They don't even really have any emotion behind it, you know. Guys like Ricky Smiley, DC Young Fly, all kind of people, man. It's just, you know, it's too many celebrities now losing loved ones, but then they're carrying on and moving on like it's no big deal. Like it's another day in the office. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna be all right, man. You know, minor setback for a bigger comeback. But I hope for Gillie the kid's sake that this wasn't a lineup, because he had to do this because he was getting too much extra money, and the pressure was getting put on him to, you know, maybe it was ritual sacrifice time for him, allegedly. So hopefully that wasn't the case. But I'm being honest, I never really trusted Gillie. Always on that sneaky, goofy. I don't know, bro. I've always got a bad vibe about this dude, or a funny vibe about him. And you know, he always gave off that opportunist vibe. Like, he always made me feel like he was just a straight up opportunist, and he's willing to do anything and everything to get what he want to get, and keep himself, you know, solidified and relevant. But we're gonna see. Hopefully Gillie just unplugs himself. Hopefully he doesn't get on the internet and have to say nothing. He don't have to say nothing to nobody. He don't have to address nothing to the fans. Forget the fans. No, this is your flesh and blood. So Gillie don't need to be in front of the camera explaining nothing to nobody. Take the time out to process this. It's so much stuff. Who knows? I mean, so many mixed emotions going on. Anger, hurt, frustration, shock. And just the feeling of just emptiness, you know? No man, no father should have to bury his own child. Just like no mother should have to bury her own child. But Gillie the kid, I'm just not surprised something happened around this dude with the stuff he be up to. But rest in peace to his son. For those of you other fathers who out there, I hope you guys are setting a better example, because Gillie, he was in the streets and he was looked at as a street dude, and he didn't set the best example as a man. And unfortunately, maybe his son was into the street stuff too. And I think Gillie maybe wasn't, I don't know if Gillie just didn't instill enough discipline on her. I know he taught them self-defense. They knew how to fight. They had a little boxing training and all that. I know he gave them a stamp of approval, and I think his son had the little $1 million worth of game charm, iced out charm or whatever. Maybe he was an artist, a rap artist, I don't know. But he don't look like somebody who killed someone, or he don't look like someone who did something to someone to make someone want to kill him. Now, it looks to be very deceiving. I don't even know his son now. But it's just, from my eyes, I just don't, looking at him, I don't get the vibe that this dude was on some street shit, and he was lining niggas up and getting niggas killed, or he killed somebody, or I don't know. Some dudes be killing people, guys off. I mean, maybe he had sex with the wrong chick, you know what I'm saying? Had sex with a chick and the nigga got mad. Some of these dudes, they lose it when they find out that somebody slept with their girl, or they ex, or their baby mama, and the niggas want to kill a motherfucker. Maybe that was the case, but I don't get the murder vibes from him, as far as him initiating or being involved in killing somebody. But we can't do nothing about that. The only thing we can do is just wish the best for his family and hope that his soul is going to be free, and that he's not going to be caught in between dimensions. Hopefully he'll be resting in paradise, and the ancestors recover him in the aftermath. Rest in peace, young man.